All right, y'all, let's talk about the Lego elephant. This video is not going to be super long. It's just meant to kind of brief you on this project and to let you work through it. The first thing that I want to draw to your attention is the fact that these parts are in metric and not standard inches. Lego is actually from, I believe, a Dutch company in Europe and pretty much everywhere else in the world. They use the metric system. So all of these parts are going to be in metric. Specifically, these are in millimeters. So 8 millimeters, 4 millimeters, etc. So really important to make sure you start out by making a metric. So typically, you start out in US standard IPT. Not for this one. You need to go to metric and then select standard millimeter IPT. Then everything's good after that. So you will be drawing this using the metric system. All right. The next thing I want to draw to your attention is once you make this part, you need that one, obviously, but specifically this one. Once you make this part, you will be using the rectangular pattern tool to make this one. And I even put a little note here. You do not need to redraw this Lego part. Instead, rectangular pattern the 1x2 block to create the 1x4 block. Same thing is true for this 2x3 block. You do not need to redraw these. You just need to use the rectangular pattern tool to make either the 2x4, the 1x4, etc. Okay, and so what I mean by that is, let's take a look at this 1x2. So pretending you've drawn this like you have a million times now, and you're at this point and you want to make, let's say, the 1x4. So 4 holes in line. Make sure that you are in the 3D Model tab, and we're going to use this rectangular pattern tool. And I want to make sure I select the pattern solid because it selects all of it, not just a specific feature. Okay, we want the whole thing. Then we want to choose the direction. So if I want it to go this way, then I'll choose this direction. And it gives you this little green frame, wireframe, to help you figure that out. And the distance for the spacing is going to be 16 millimeters because that's what the distance would be because 8 and 8, 16. All right, there you go. Boom, 1x4, no big deal. You do want to make sure that you will save this as your 1x4. So saving is going to be really important. So if it's a 1x2, make sure you save it as the 1x2. And then after you make the 1x2, go to Save As and name it the 1x4 or the 2x4, whatever. Okay, so make sure you keep track of how you are saving this. The last thing that I want to draw to your attention is the instruction manual. So if I go back to Lego Elephant, I've added that in the instructions. There's a link that takes you to this Lego page, and I believe it's on page number 24. It is. And this will give you instructions on how to put this together. So it's like you're building with Legos, but virtually, okay? So you can see how this whole elephant goes together. You will make these 1x2, a clear 1x2 and a blue 1x2. So there's going to be 2 separate files. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this guy. Make your 1x2. Use your rectangular pattern tool. When you make your sheets, this will be in metric, but all I'm concerned about for this one is, oh, see, it's saving it as that, so I have to go back and edit it. But anyway, once you make this and you get your assembly together, then you can go ahead and just place it on a sheet. I'm gonna open this part up, it's driving me crazy. It's a 1x2. And turn that in. So export it as a PDF, all is good.